Consistency, what it really is, and how to build it without burnout. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to the Reset and Elevate 2026 series. If you've been following this journey with me, you already know this series is not about rushing, forcing, or becoming someone else overnight. It's about alignment, self trust, and gentle elevation. In episode 1, we talk about resetting your mindset, releasing old cycles, forgiving yourself, and mentally prepare for a new season. In episode 2, we focused on clarity and directions, understanding your vision, your goals, and what actually matters to you in 2026. And today, in episode 3, we are talking about the bridge between vision and result slash consistency. Because clarity without consistency stays in tension, and consistency without alignment that leads to burnout. So today, we are slowing this conversation down and really asking ourselves, what is consistency? Why does it matter? And how do we build it in a way that feels supportive, not draining? So now let's begin. I'm going to give you a definition of what consistency really is. Let's begin with consistency is not about doing everything perfectly. No, that's not it. It's not waking up to motivated every day. No, you cannot be motivated every blessed day. That's not, we're human. So of course, and that is definitely not punishment disguised as discipline. Consistency is self-trust in action. It's the ability to return even after missing a day. It's choosing alignment over intensity. It's showing up for yourself in small, repeatable ways. True consistency builds true identity, not pressure. When you become someone who keeps gentle promise to herself or to himself, consistency stops feeling like effort and it becomes who you are, and that's powerful. Now let's talk about why consistency matters. Consistency matters because it creates confidence, stability, emotional safety, and self-respect. Every time you follow through, your nervous system learns that I can trust myself. And trust is the foundation of discipline, confidence, growth, inner peace. Without consistency, goals feel chaotic. And without consistency, life feels anchored. This is why so many people feel stuck, not because they lack motivation, but because they lack a system that supports them gently. The reason why many people struggle with consistency, and let's be honest with this one, most people fail not because they're lazy, but because they start too big or expect perfection or maybe attach shame to reset, confuse discipline with self-punishment. When consistency is rooted in fear, fear of failing, fear of being behind, the body resists. Your mind cannot thrive in pressure. Consistency must feel safe and not scary. So I'm going to give you a few steps on how to work through this, okay? So I'm going to start with step number 1. Start small. smaller than your ego wants. Step number one is start small and smaller than your ego really wants. Because the biggest mistake most people make is starting with the intensity instead of sustainability. Consistency begins when you ask, what can I realistically repeat even on my worst days? Small action build trust, and trust builds identity. Identity builds consistency. You don't need big changes, you only need repeatable ones. And that will bring us to step number 2. Now, step number 2, create structure and not control, okay? So let's move on. Structure is not restriction, it's clarity. Structure helps your mind relax because it removes decision fatigue. You don't have to guess what to do each day, you already know. This is why planning matters. Not to overfill your life, but to organize your energy. Structure creates flow. Pressure creates resistance. So choose flow, okay? Moving on to step number 3. So step number 3, consistency requires compassion. You cannot build discipline while hating yourself. Missing a day doesn't erase progress, but stopping completely does. Consistency is about returning, not restarting from zero. Speak to yourself gently. Correct yourself without shaming. Guide yourself like someone you really love. And this is feminine discipline. This is emotional maturity, which brings us to our next step, step number 4. And step number 4 will be reconnect with your why. This is the time where you're asking yourself, this is the why time. Consistency without purpose just feels empty. Your why is your anchor. Why does this habit matter? Who am I becoming? What kind of life am I creating? When habits align with values, consistency becomes natural. This is where reflection, journaling, and vision work become powerful. They reconnect you to meaning. And last but not the least, step 5. Let consistency evolve with your season. Consistency is not rigid. What worked last year may not work now, and that's growth, not failure. Some seasons require discipline, some require reset, some require rebuilding. The goal is not perfection, the goal is alignment. And quick, gentle note. One of the ways I personally support my consistency is through planning, whether digitally or physically. Not to control my life, but to ground my thought and intention. That's why I create my planner, and I also shared some of the tools I use, like digital pens, gel pens, sticky notes, stickers, scrapbooks, and desk organization tools. They are especially helpful if you're using a digital planner or enjoying planning as a calming and creative ritual. All the links are in my description. Some are Amazon affiliate links, which simply support my works at no extra cost to you. So use what aligns, ignore what doesn't. Okay, the goal is for you to just start now and focus. So, yeah, consistency is not about becoming perfect, it's about becoming reliable to yourself. Every small promise you keep builds confidence. Every gentle return strengthens your identity. You are not behind. You are becoming, okay, my lovelies? So, yeah, thank you for being part of this Reset and Elevate 2026 journey. And don't forget to subscribe or like or maybe share. Until next episode, stay soft, stay intentional, keep elevating, okay? Au revoir.